Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining the Twitter space today. I'm Xandra and I'm the community manager for CharmVerse. If you're not familiar with CharmVerse, we are a Web3 community platform for managing members, coordinating tasks, facilitating decisions, and holding each other accountable. Members sign in with crypto wallets and gain access via community tokens and NFTs, and it brings together onboarding, payment management, proposals, project trackers, and data repositories in one place. So today we are chatting with Jenil and Osheen of Coinvise. And hi, you two. Thanks for joining me.
Hey everyone, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Good to be here.
Jenil, or I might be saying it wrong. How do I pronounce your name?
Jenil.
Jenil. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry about that.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for taking the time to be here. So I'm excited to share Coinvise with our listeners today. Where are you two calling in from?
I'm calling in from India, and both of us are from India. Excited to kick this off. It's not too late here, so great timing.
Good. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad we adjusted. Normally we do 2 p.m. Eastern, and then I realized it was going to be quite late for you. So happy to accommodate. So Jenil, yes, of course. So Jenil, you are the founder of Coinvise, and Osheen, you are head of product integrations and partnerships. So I want to we can just dig right in. Tell us what Coinvise is all about, Jenil.
Yeah, so at Coinvise, we build no-code tools for growing and monetizing communities. So we work with creators, we work with platforms and brands to build thriving communities. We focus on two tools. One of them is Airdrop, which is a way to distribute tokens or NFTs, and I'll speak more to how you can create one. And second is NFT memberships, which is a way you can create Patreon-style sort of subscriptions or monetize directly from your community and offer certain benefits and access to them. But airdrop is something that Coinvise is known for. So you can go to Coinvise and you can create a claim page. This could be similar to ENS or Optimism airdrop that you've seen. The example that I always give is if you wanted to recreate the entire ENS airdrop, you can do that under 2 minutes using Coinvise. And one of the unique things that we allow anybody to do is to set something called requirements on your claim page, which essentially tells like the redeemers to do certain tasks to be eligible to claim the airdrop. And we've created templates that allow you to claim these or set up a claim page. Things like follow CharmVerse on Twitter, or retweet this tweet, or join your Discord, or collect this NFT. You can set as many requirements as you want and set up an airdrop campaign so that your community members or your audience can go and complete those tasks and claim the tokens or NFTs. We support all assets. And same for NFT memberships. It's a way for you to create, like the word says, memberships and monetize them. They're NFT editions at a fixed price in ETH or Matic. We're live on Ethereum and Polygon with a certain validity period and certain benefits that are unlocked when you purchase the NFT. These are the two tools that are available live right now on Ethereum and Polygon. They're completely self-serve. Anybody can use them and get started right away.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I want to break down that description a bit more, and we're going to dive into each of those things that you just mentioned. So the goal is to help organizations monetize and grow their communities with, as you call them, superpowers, right? And these superpowers are referring to a no-code toolkit that you provide.
Absolutely.
Cool. So I was thinking we could dive into each of these tools, and then you two can elaborate on them a bit more,
Absolutely.
which you already mentioned. I mentioned a few of them. Also, I'm going to apologize. I sent questions, but it sounds like maybe they didn't go through. So I apologize not having those before this space. So I feel bad that you're a bit on the spot.
Totally okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned the claim page. So this is a way that people can easily distribute tokens or NFTs for an airdrop. So let's dive into this claim page more.
Yeah, absolutely. So a claim page is essentially any airdrop campaign that you've seen. So very good examples are, sort of ENS, Optimism airdrop, or any platforms. When they do an airdrop, you go to that page, you connect your wallet, and it's going to ask for certain requirements. And if you meet those conditions, you're eligible for a certain amount of tokens, or sometimes it's an NFT. So we basically at Coinvise allow you to create that for yourself, for your community, for your platform, or for your brand. And that can be used to incentivize communities to or your community members to participate. So let's say I start a community today, and if I want my community members to go collect an NFT from Sound XYZ, and if I'm a music artist, I can go on Coinvise, I can create an airdrop claim page, and I can say, anybody that collects this NFT from sound.xyz or OpenSea is eligible for 500 tokens. And those tokens could be an ERC20 token. Those tokens could be stable coins. It could be, DAI, USDC, USDT. It could even be an NFT as a reward. You can choose any kind of a reward, and you can set certain requirements on what makes anybody eligible to claim them. And this is a really great way for any kind of artist or community to incentivize their members to participate in a meaningful way. So at Coinvise, we were discussing like what are meaningful ways for somebody to participate. So those are certain activities like collecting an NFT to support an artist, or participating in decision making. So you can also set a requirement that if you vote on a specific snapshot proposal, you're automatically eligible for an airdrop. You can drag and drop literally all of these conditions and mix and match based on what you want or what you consider meaningful forms of contribution, and create airdrops again and again. We've created integrations with POAP, Guild XYZ, any kind of token, NFT minting. Like I said, Twitter. So we're soon going to release this update where you can say that if you follow us on Twitter, you're eligible for an airdrop, and we can automatically fetch that. So those are certain sort of templates or requirements that you can set that allow you to create organic participation in your community and take you from a small group, small community to a large community, essentially grow from 0 to 1.
Fantastic. I mean, I think everyone is trying to figure out how to best incentivize their community. So this sounds like a great way to do it. And this claim page, if I'm correct, can be custom branded. You mentioned creators. So a creator can go in there and custom brand this
Absolutely.
claim page to fit them.
Absolutely. You can custom brand it whatever way you like. You can set it for as many as many people as you like. So you can say this page can be used by, or this token can be claimed by 100,000 people. That's perfectly fine. We can support that.
And as far as the eligibility requirements that you can set, would that essentially mean that it's permissionless then, because it's already set here? So really, it's already determining who can receive these NFTs?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can choose and you can decide what makes somebody eligible. So you can even say that this is free for anybody to claim, or you could say that you need to meet like 5 or 7 of these requirements, or one of these requirements to be eligible to claim. So we also have like these conditions to be set as which means that you need to meet all of these conditions, or you can say which means you need to meet any one of these conditions. So you can really get creative here, and you can try to gauge how you can, or what benefits or what kind of contributions or participation you're looking for your community, and then create the claim page accordingly. And then you can easily share that link to your community wherever. And those requirements will hopefully sort of, gate the people that you don't want to see, or help you find the right people.
Fantastic. And you said you are currently supporting Ethereum and Polygon, right?
Ethereum and Polygon, and we will soon be expanding to other EVM compatible chains.
Nice. Okay, so let's dig into the airdrops, because you also have batch airdrops
Absolutely.
available, right? So again, making it easy to distribute these tokens and NFTs, not just to one address, but to multiple addresses.
Exactly. So you can create an airdrop, which is essentially sending tokens to multiple addresses at once. So you can say that I want to distribute, let's say, 1,000 USDC or 0.1 ETH or 0.01 ETH to 10,000 addresses at once. So Coinvise enables you to do that. It could be, again, we support all kinds of tokens. It could be a token, it could be stable coins, it could be ETH, it could be Matic, it could be an NFT. And yeah, you can essentially either upload a CSV file or you can copy and paste a series of addresses and directly send them tokens to their wallet so that they don't have to come and claim. Or what we've built is, again, we've built ways for you to import addresses. So we've created an integration with Snapshot, so you can put in the proposal ID and you can automatically import all the people that voted on that proposal. We've also created an integration with POAP, so you can just put the POAP ID and we can automatically fetch all the addresses that own that POAP. We've done the same thing with tokens and NFTs. So you can put in the NFT contract address and we can automatically fetch all the people that hold that NFT or hold that token. So you can airdrop them in one click. So if you don't know the addresses of the people you're sending tokens to, you can sort of use the import plugins where you can browse around and you can reward people with tokens by using any one of these plugins that we've built. But yeah, you can send tokens directly to wallet addresses if that's what you're looking for. It's very useful for use cases where you want to send this as a reward, or you want to send this as any form of compensation, or even splitting a certain value of, a token or ETH between a certain group of people. Yeah, so those are some use cases that are quite popular.
Yeah. And those integrations sound great because it just allows you to really easily collect these addresses from
Absolutely.
to know. Yeah, that's fantastic. So another thing that I think a lot of people are interested in is figuring out a way to monetize their communities. And you want to help organizations do this.
Absolutely.
And one of the ways they could do this is through NFT memberships.
Correct.
So tell me what this could look like through Coinvise specifically.
Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with like sort of membership tiers or subscription tiers that you might have seen on websites, on businesses or platforms. You might have even seen this on Patreon. We wanted to help creators or communities create multiple tiers, so one or more tiers that are represented by an NFT. That unlock certain benefits. Those benefits could be access to Discord community, access to Telegram. It could be access to, events. It could be access to governance. A bunch of benefits that you can write down and you can provide and you can create. You can set a specific price. So let's say the NFT is going to be worth 0.1 ETH. You can choose for it to be a recurring subscription. So you can say that you want people to pay 0.01 ETH every month or every 3 months. You can set the timeline. Or you can say it's a one-time fee. So somewhat like a crowdfund where you can say, I want to raise, let's say 0.1 ETH from 1,000 people. So you can really set the price and the quantity of the additions you want to create, and then just create the tier. And you can create multiple of these tiers, essentially enabling you to provide benefits or access to your community members, and they can pay to get, instant access to all of them as soon as they purchase the NFT. We've also built plugins, so you can even embed an airdrop. So you can say anytime somebody purchases this NFT membership, they automatically get an airdrop for free. So you can even customize it however way you like, but you can, the sort of like really good thing about it is you don't need to hire a developer or even set anything up. You can get started right away. It's completely self-serve. You can start monetizing in less than 2 minutes.
We love those no code tools, right? It's so nice. Yeah, that makes all the difference. I feel like we say the same thing with CharmVerse, right? It's just like you don't need to be a developer to kind of brand a page and have your own space,
Exactly.
which is great. So I love hearing that because I am not even close to being a developer. So with this membership, you said you can set a timeline. People can, choose to charge monthly, yearly, whatever. And then people can also just choose to opt out whenever they want.
Exactly. So you can choose a timeline. So you can say that I want the sort of subscription style NFTs to, let's say, similarly with what we've seen like every month. Or you can say every 2 months, every 3 months. You can choose a timeline on when it would repeat. Or you can just say it's a one-time fee. So a lot of the use cases that we've seen is like, we just sold out a campaign with a bit and Glor. He raised some funds from using NFT memberships where he created two tiers, silver and gold. And the silver tier gave you access to some of the BTS footage that he's been working on. And the gold tier gave you access to his album that's coming out and additional workshops. And yeah, as soon as people purchased it, it was a one-time fee, so it does not repeat. But you can even like turn it into a subscription style, so you can say that it repeats every single month, and you can have your members purchase it, and the ETH, like just like a credit card, would automatically deduct from the wallet every month or every 2 months or whatever time period you've set. Yeah, so it's the user experience is just like how you would pay with your credit card, and that's sort of what we wanted to create. We're also adding a support for fiat on ramp, so that's gonna help like a lot of these creators to not just monetize in ETH, but also monetize in USDC if the end user is does not have a wallet or unfamiliar with crypto, and that will be an even easier onboarding process.
I also really like hearing that. I think a lot of the projects I've been talking to or people I've been talking to are really trying to focus on the people that aren't yet Web3 native or even Web3 skeptics. They're not quite sure. They don't necessarily want to do the wallet yet. And it just seems like a lot of these projects are trying to make it easier to onboard people to Web3 and making it a little less scary. And with the no code tools and these kind of things, where you're like, oh, it's like paying your credit card every month. You just sign up, it's a subscription. You're making it easier to onboard people into this space, which is great.
Absolutely.
So another cool feature is a community homepage. And this can show like your membership and your active airdrops. And essentially this is a profile for the organization. Is that right?
Absolutely. So this is where, so as soon as you create a membership or multiple tiers, all your airdrop campaigns and memberships will be can be found there. You can share your profile to your community members. They can follow you. So whenever you create a new airdrop campaign or create a membership, they're automatically notified whenever that drops. So it's a great place. You can think of it as the digital space for exploring future airdrops or future memberships and what the community is about. And yeah, that's sort of the idea of creating it. We are soon going to allow people to create their own subdomain and customize it to however they like. So that will be quite helpful for them to turn it into their own style, and then share that almost sort of like a checkout page. If you're using memberships, you can just send the link and people can go. They're already familiar with your branding. They can go and purchase it, which can be an extension to your website. Or you can just like get started. You can upload a profile picture, a cover photo, pick a username, and you'll see all your activity there. And people can come and find you. And it's also a good way to get discovered. So if you're an active member and if you have an airdrop or a membership, you can get discovered in the global feed where you can find new people. So we can use the network of Coinvise. They can be sort of notified whenever there's a new campaign, so that they can come find new users and new communities to join them, which is sort of a win-win for both the community member as well as the creator that have created. So yeah, that's the sort of idea.
Yeah. So would this community homepage or profile be able to have, you mentioned like a PFP, but could there be like more imagery on there or like music, like audio files or anything like that at this point?
So we absolutely. So we used to have like a way for you to upload. So the campaign we did with Ibn and Glor, he had a music file. For now, we've kept it pretty minimal, so you can see the membership tiers and the live airdrop campaigns. But in future, we're considering ways where as soon as you purchase the membership, it automatically unlocks some kind of value that can be provided by Coinvise. But yeah, for now, we've sort of integrated with platforms that already do that, so that we don't have to build it from scratch and the creator don't have to sort of migrate that network. But just because it's Web3, you can create those integrations very easily and still provide a great user experience for both. So.
Yeah, integrations, collaborations, that's what Web3 is all about. So we don't need to build everything ourselves, which I love. So being able to work with our peers and make these things happen across the board. While we're talking integrations, so you mentioned, integrations with like Twitter, POAP, Snapshot. And we also talked, the networks you're compatible with. What about wallets currently? What wallets are you
So we support all
good with?
wallets. We have integration. So you can use Wallet Connect, you can use MetaMask, Rainbow, really all popular wallets we're compatible with. But the great thing about Coinvise is you can use Gnosis Safe. So if you have a treasury already using Gnosis Safe or a app that's built on top of Gnosis Safe, you can connect your treasury directly to Coinvise, so you don't have to use your MetaMask. You can directly sign transactions from your safe, which is fantastic. A lot of users do that, and that's been very popular. So yeah, any safe address or any treasury that you're using, you do not have to migrate it. You can directly start using Coinvise directly from your treasury.
And then do you have notifications that go out? Like if something's requiring a signature
absolutely.
And say, hey, this needs to be signed?
Yeah, we have built-in notifications for everything that happens on Coinvise. It'll notify you on the app, and soon it'll also notify you on your email. But if a transaction needs to be signed, you'll see a notification pop up, and you can go to Safe and execute that transaction.
All right. So we're talking about NFTs and tokens. So do smart contracts come in here? Are they built into the platform as well?
Yeah, so these smart contracts are, again, owned and by the person deploying them. So if a creator is using Coinvise, these smart contracts are owned by them and not Coinvise. We use proxy contracts that deploys these contracts, but again, the owner of these contracts, like the creator, has full control over them. And you can sort of customize them, like I said. So you can even set things like, I want this token to be soulbound. Or I want this like airdrop or this token to look like soulbound for NFTs or ERC20 tokens. So you can make those sort of customizations depending on how you want or what you want the token to look like. So that's sort of smart contracts. I guess like you can draw a similar parallel to Manifold XYZ's smart contracts, but yeah, they're pretty standard. They're all audited, and you can go check them out.
Nice. This seems like a game changer for Web3 organizations and creators, which is great. So Jenil, what were you doing before this? What led you to Web3?
Yeah, so I studied software engineering at San Jose State. In about sophomore year, I did research. I worked as a research assistant under Dr. Young-Hee Park and Thomas Austin. We worked on 3 research papers on Byzantine fault tolerance, decentralized storage, and data management on IoT devices. All 3 of those papers ended up getting published in IEEE conferences and IEEE Explorer. You can go find them there. I did research for about 3 years. Then for about a year, I worked as a software engineer at a company called CertifyMe and ZeroChain, where we worked on decentralized storage, which is how I was sort of introduced to Web3 and crypto generally. And then I also participated in a bunch of hackathons. And then in about 2020, I started building Coinvise. I also briefly worked with Fabian, who was the co-founder of Ethereum, and he created the ERC20 and the ERC721 standard. And working with him really made me realize that there's an opportunity here. And there's areas where, there could be exploration of non-financial use cases where communities could thrive. And one of the core problems really initially was with any sort of creator is every creator could be you, who they want to capture the network effect in the best way possible. And they want to build a strong distribution. So how can Web3 be useful in building and capturing that network effect? Right? So we were like, okay, what tools can we build to make that possible? And one of Web3's key unlock is to sort of plug in economic incentives into existing behaviors. So these existing behaviors were supporting a creator in different ways. So we sort of like mapped out a bunch of ways where somebody can support a creator in a meaningful way in a community, and how can we make those workflows as simple as possible. So we came up with airdrop because that was a great way to recruit new members. It was a great way to acquire, even for platforms, it was a great way to reward existing users, but also a way to acquire new users. So how can we sort of apply those same principles to creators and sort of, help them create these really vibrant airdrop pages and monetize later. So that's sort of my journey so far, and we've been working on Coinvise for about 2 years.
I was going to say, I had it on my list actually to say earlier, happy 2-year anniversary,
Thank
right?
you.
End of December.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Nice. Well, congratulations. That's great. This sounds like a great project, and I'm happy to be talking to
Likewise.
both of you and learning more about this. So, Osheen, we haven't heard from you. How did you get into Web3?
Okay. Hey everyone. Kind of akin to what Jenil said as well. Before this, I was doing a bunch of design and development projects and was leading product there. But on the side of things, I was also trading actively because my major in college was inclined towards consumer behavior and finance. And one of the research papers that we kind of headed in our vertical was based on crypto payments. And that's when I kind of learned towards the road of what Web3 is, what's the tech that's underlying beneath it, and what does it actually stand for in terms of decentralizing economic behaviors as well as psychological principles of money.
And how did you come across Coinvise? How did you link up with them?
Got it. I think it's really funny, and I was speaking to Jenil about it as well when we first started deliberating on to joining the team. But previously, I was working with a couple of projects within the WebRTC realm, and in that realm, one of the use cases that we kind of figured out to work for live streaming with creators. And that's when I conjoined with a lot of creators and became friends with a lot of YouTubers as well. And one of the problems that they faced was adding and adopting crypto payments as an optionality. And I was researching platforms that enables it. And then I came across Coinvise, and Jenil and I had spoken already months back till then. And it was easier because I was learning on a bunch of things. And so I reached out to him. I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is something that you're looking on in the growth metrics. We should talk. So that's how I ended up joining them.
Nice. Nice. So you have some Web3 industry leaders using Coinvise currently. Are you willing to share some of those organizations with us just so people hear?
Yeah, absolutely. So last year we started Coinvise, and Global Coin Research was our first user. We worked with them in launching their token. And next was Forefront, and then later we worked with Defined News. So Defined is one of the leading news companies in crypto. We worked with them for their premium newsletter. The year after, in January in 2022, we worked with RAC. He's a Grammy-winning music artist. We worked with him to launch RAC DAO, where anyone who subscribed to his Patreon would automatically be eligible to get an airdrop on Coinvise. So we worked on that project. And next, we worked on CoinDesk. So CoinDesk, by far, in the last 2 years, is our biggest user. We created about 30,000 airdrops, and CoinDesk launched the desk token with Coinvise on Coinvise, and they created all the airdrops on Coinvise. And they were literally QR codes at the CoinDesk Consensus 2022 festival in Texas, where everybody sort of collected those airdrops. So that was a really big experience for us, and we saw a sort of huge spike in our analytics when we saw the usage. After, in summer, in about August, we onboarded FWB. So FWB launched something called FWB Fest, which was an in-person festival, and we did NFT airdrops to everybody at the FWB Fest. Next, we worked with in September, Developer DAO. So Developer DAO is now using Coinvise for airdrops as well as NFT memberships, and it's a great way for people to get their merchandise, get access to developer DAO, but also participate in contests and get airdropped code tokens. And then later we worked with Bankless DAO and a bunch of other communities in between. But yeah, those are some of the highlights.
Those are some really big highlights, I would say, and speaks volumes to the product that you have, like I said, these industry leaders using your product. So
Definitely.
That's fantastic. So I'm sure that some of our listeners are curious and want to get set up with Coinvise. So how would someone sign up and where would they, is there a wait list? How would they go about this?
Coinvise is absolutely live for the last, we've been live for on Ethereum and Polygon. It's extremely easy to use. You can literally go to coinvise.co and you can connect your wallet, and that's it. That's all you need. No email, no sign up. You just connect your wallet and get started. It's that easy.
I love it. Is there a fee?
Yes, there is a fee. So we charge 2.5% on the NFT membership revenue. Airdrops currently are free. So you can use them for free. We will soon be launching monetization for airdrops, but for now they're free.
Fantastic. So what's next? What's coming down the pipeline that you're willing to share with us?
So like I said, we're really excited to introduce Coinvise on other EVM compatible ecosystems. We have a bunch of updates to airdrops itself. So you will soon be able to reward tokens for or any kind of asset for social engagement on Twitter, on Discord, on a bunch of these applications. You will also see an update in NFT memberships. It will be powered by Unlock Protocol, which means that you will be able to monetize in not just ETH or Matic, but you will be able to monetize in US dollars or USDC. And you will have a much, much better experience with a bunch more optionality in how you want to set up your tiers. You will see a lot of updates in the user experience itself. We're adding a number of features that makes it really simple for Web2 users to get onboarded to Web3 communities. You'll also see one of the biggest updates that we've done so far, which is our feed, where you'll be able to see all the airdrops you're eligible for, and which applies to literally everybody that goes to Coinvise. And that's going to be a wonderful update where we can help communities onboard new people. And a bunch of other updates that are in the pipeline, but these are some of the ones that you should definitely keep an eye out on. We also have an update to airdrops itself, where we will literally be the only platforms to support a large recipient airdrop. And typically it hits the block limit, but Coinvise will be the only platform that will be able to support it in an asynchronous way without you having to do anything. And second, we will be supporting a lot more platforms to reward. So I would keep an eye on that. But yeah, those are some updates.
Thanks for the sneak peeks. I always like being able to share with the listeners what they should be keeping an eye out for so they can continue to follow along on the journey. Did I see that you participated in ETH India recently?
Yes, we hosted an event. We actually hosted one of the largest side events. We had over 1,600 signups and RSVPs. We had a huge event set up. And we co-hosted the event with Bankless DAO and Developer DAO. And we had it was our 2-year anniversary, and we announced our new landing page and new dashboard live at the event. And it was a great event. So that was fun.
Nice. Do you tend to go to a lot of these conferences?
That was our second or third conference so far. So I would say not so much, but we're trying to actively participate in more conferences this year.
And you're going to ETH Denver? Is that true?
Yeah, we're going to ETH Denver. You can find us at ETH Denver. If you'd like to participate, partner, reach out to us. We will be at NFT LA, NFT NYC, a bunch of these larger events that are happening in Q1.
Fantastic. I hope to meet both of you in real life. I will be at ETH Denver as well as NFT NYC. So we should definitely meet up and meet IRL.
Absolutely.
Well, I really appreciate it. I want to give you an opportunity for any last shout outs, last words to leave our listeners with about Coinvise, why they should be going and signing up today.
Yeah, so you can go to Coinvise to sign up. You just have to connect your wallet, and you can try out our airdrop campaign and share it on social media. Feel free to tag us. We'd love to see how you end up using them, and we'd love to see if you have a community or if you're just trying to get yourself out there and reward the people that are supporting you. I think it's a great way to get started. So yeah, check out, go on coinvise.co, and you can connect your wallet and get started right away. If you're looking to monetize, you can create NFT membership tiers. And again, it takes less than 2 minutes to set everything up. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys on there. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me.
Fantastic. Yeah, give Osheen and Jenil a follow by clicking their PFPs. Also follow Coinvise Co. on Twitter, their website, coinvise.co. And you can also find them on Instagram on Coinvise. They are leading communities. Leading communities trust Coinvise's no-code tools for airdrops and NFT memberships. And you can start using their no-code toolkit today to supercharge your community growth and engagement. So definitely go check them out. It's easy, like Jenil said, 2 minutes to sign up and get going. So Jenil, Osheen, thank you again for informing me more about Coinvise and what you're doing over there.
Thank you so much for having us.
Sandra, for having us.
Yes, of course. And like I said, I think a lot of communities are trying to figure out how to incentivize and monetize these communities. So that's what you're helping them do. And that's fantastic, and helping onboard more people to Web3 in an easy way. So thanks for all you're doing. I really look forward to following the journey. And I hope to meet you at ETH Denver.
Absolutely.
Take care. Have a great rest of your day. And again,
You too.
thanks for taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
everyone. Thanks for joining us.